Hey guys, Karan from Moby Scrub here, and we'll be reviewing the gaming performance of the Asus Zenfone 5Z, which I expect to perform really well considering it's got the most powerful Snapdragon 845, 6GB of RAM, and it's got performance scores which are really through the roof, competing with the OnePlus 6 as well as the Galaxy S9 only in terms of performance. And we will be playing these games from a display as well as graphics and online multiplayer experience standpoint. Before we get into that, I'm just going to make it clear that my AI boost is on. In this, I'm going to go to battery modes and also select performance, high performance, so that, I'm getting the best out of the phone. So first is Asphalt 8, and let's just go ahead and launch that and see how quickly is it able to really, land you to the... Wow, that was really fast. I think that's the fastest I've ever seen, even more than the OnePlus 6. And now let's look at the real gameplay. So, we're going to go ahead and play the game, look at how quickly it reacts to your touch and how responsive in general the game is. And it's amazing. I mean, that's pretty much what I'd expect from a Snapdragon 845 with the Adreno 630 and 6 gigs of RAM. So, it's really performance to the max, and I can feel it in the game while I'm playing. It's really smooth, very, very responsive. I do not feel at any moment that there's any kind of lag or frame drops, or it's just really smooth. And to all of that, if you add okay, I bet you've never done that, but yeah, I mean, just look at the colors pop out. Even the display, it looks really rich. The colors look great, very good contrast. I mean, it's not super AMOLED display, sure, but I think overall it really looks beautiful, it's gorgeous, and the full view display makes it really immersive. So I'm really happy with Asphalt 8 and the way it plays on the Asus Zenfone 5Z. So let's move on to the next one. And this one's called Chameleon Run. It's a brilliant game. It's a platformer, obviously, as you can see, but it's got this really nice 3D graphics. A lot of phones tend to get very hot and they tend to slow down, and it sets in a sort of lag on the phone when you play it for a long time. But on the Asus Zenfone 5Z, I think it just plays phenomenally smooth, and that's just great. Alright, let's go ahead and play your favorite PUBG, which, no surprises, but plays in high graphic mode. And that's the gameplay right in front of you. Now what I notice immediately is, look at the sun shining on the guy's body. I mean, look at the detailing that you can see while you're playing PUBG on the 5Z, and that's phenomenal. The famous fall, the parachute fall. Just look at the response to when I'm moving around. It's really smooth and very responsive. So that's, he's inside the house now, and again, I think everything, it's just so smooth, and I don't really feel that the phone's getting any hotter while I've been playing all this while testing the phone out. And I just think, the colors, the display, the full view immersive experience, and the way the game reacts to your touch, all of that on the 5Z is just so good. And that's pretty much what I expect from a Snapdragon 845 processor, like I've said a couple of times, and the 6 gigs of RAM. So far so good. And now moving on to Modern Combat 5, and oh my god, it's even smoother than playing Asphalt 8 on this phone. Probably because the Modern Combat 5 is better optimized, I'm not sure, but it plays really smoothly. And I'm not sure how I can even explain the experience here, but it's really good and very, very smooth, very, very responsive as well. And if you look at the sparks coming out there, look at the texture on my helmet, the particles, the flares, so nicely done. The detailing, I mean, it's amazing. And again, I'm not sure if you've even noticed all of these things earlier, but you tend to notice on these good phones. So definitely from a performance standpoint, I think the Zenfone 5Z is killing it. Undoubtedly. I know my partner is doing all the killing and I'm just playing like a buffoon here, but really my objective here is to show you the gameplay and not my pathetic gaming skills. Look at the reflection on the water, the bullets that are coming out of the gun, the fire that surrounds it. Look at those water particles, those sprinkles on my helmet. just everything. The detailing is really there, and that talks a lot about how sharp and well detailed the display is. You know, it really packs a lot of pixels per inch, and that pixel density really brings forward that information on your display while you're playing that game. And lastly, I'm going to play Modern Combat Versus, which is different from Modern Combat 5 because this is an online multiplayer experience that you're getting. And a lot of things get tested about a phone when you're playing online, an HD game, and you know, it's really resource intensive because it's working with network, it's working with your graphic card, with your processor, and it's bringing all of that to you on a big display. So the phone gets really tested, and I'm playing an online game right in front of you with live multiplayers, and you'd notice no lag, no delay, nothing. You know, it's as smooth as if the game's already loaded onto your phone, which is great. So, you know, the lesser delay you have in online games, the better you're able to play, the more score you're able to gather. And again, I can't emphasize on this enough that from a gaming standpoint, the Zenfone 5Z is simply superb. It's not really better than the OnePlus 6 or the Samsung Galaxy S9 or the S9 Plus. I think all of these devices are at par. It's just that the Zenfone 5Z is at 30,000 rupees, while the OnePlus 6 6 gigs RAM variant is something you get at 35,000, and the S9 and the S9 Plus are all above 50,000. So if you were really looking for a high performance phone that's able to give you great gaming performance as well, I think the Zenfone 5Z does all of that so well at almost half the price as the S9 and 5,000 lesser than the OnePlus 6. It's so totally worth it. Okay, moving on, you also have the game Genie, which is very similar to the gaming mode that you have in the OnePlus 6 and the game launcher in the S9, S9 Plus. It lets you speed up, record a macro, record the game live, stream it live, and it has a lock mode and no alerts mode. So your navigation keys get locked in lock mode, and in no alerts, you get no notifications, so you have an uninterrupted gaming. When you hit speed up, it just frees up some RAM, and you have just more memory available for the game to use to deliver that gaming experience. And I don't know if you're going to do that, but you can live stream your gaming on YouTube or on Twitch. So just connect your account and then you can start streaming it live, and you can share that link with your friends to watch. So guys, that's it on the gaming performance of the Asus Zenfone 5Z. If you've got any questions, just put them in the comments below and I'm going to go ahead and answer them. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you.